I was 24 years old, pregnant, scared, and unsure about what to do. I went out on a limb and told someone whom I didn't know very well about my situation, only to discover a universal truth. We all have our own hidden stories. It was the middle of summer and well past closing time in the downtown Berkeley bar, where Polly Hancock and I worked together as bartenders. We were counting up the till and dividing our tips. When I didn't partake in our customary end-of-shift drink, I couldn't help but tell her why. I'm not drinking because I'm pregnant. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't know what I thought she'd say or how I hoped she'd help. I just needed to tell someone. I'll never forget what happened. Without hesitation, she replied, "I've had an abortion." Before Polly, no one had ever told me that she'd had an abortion. Everything changed in that instant. To this day, I remember how it felt. It was as if the sky had opened up, or a light bulb had gone off, or every secret that existed in the world had finally been revealed to me. I saw beneath the surface of real life. Once I took the risk to open up, Polly opened up to me. A couple of weeks after the late-night conversation with Polly at the bar, I had an abortion. Because I now talk openly about this experience, which you will read about in more detail in Chapter 1, others feel comfortable sharing their stories with me. In the 15-plus years since my abortion, it would be impossible to count how many others I've heard about, into the thousands. Even though listening to and sharing about these experiences has become commonplace in my life, their presence still astounds me. The depth and nuances, the gray areas, and the unexpected twists and turns of each person's own journey exist in stark contrast to what are considered the known, simple, black and white terms of the abortion debate. The two spheres, the private conversations about real, lived, personal abortion experiences, and the public political debate over the rights of women and fetuses, seem to have little in common with each other. Abortion is a part of all our lives in one way or another. When 1 in 3 women will have an abortion in her lifetime, there are few people the experience doesn't touch, whether it is a distant aunt who never emotionally recovered from her abortion, a brother who never talks about his high school girlfriend's abortion, or your own mother, whose illegal experience made her the fierce activist for abortion rights that she is today. Yet, the debate seems so remote from these intimate family histories that even Barack Obama infamously remarked that he couldn't comment on the theological and scientific perspectives on the matter because it was above his pay grade. The mistake is to think that the answer about what to do about abortion in this country will be resolved by religion, science, judicial process, or legislative policy. Facts and figures, logic, faith, values, and spirituality may inform our own personal and cultural beliefs, but in a diverse democracy like America, there is no one path or one final answer that can ultimately resolve the issue to everyone's liking. Accepting and acknowledging abortion for all its complexity can move our nation out of the abortion wars and toward peace. Achieving this goal is simple, yet incredibly difficult. It demands a shift away from judgment and toward empathy, and it requires treating others as we would like to be treated. I must add, in the midst of a heated, passionate, high-stakes fight. Go ahead and imagine how you would like to be treated as a fetus, or as a woman who is pregnant and doesn't know what to do, but that is not what I'm getting at. What I want is for you to think about how you would want to be treated when you found yourself in the throes of the most passionate and important argument of your lifetime. Are you willing to treat your opponent with the same respect that you desire? My guess is that being mocked and ridiculed or told you're stupid and wrong is not at the top of your list for how you would like to be treated in the midst of a fight. It's certainly not what I like, even from those who oppose me. Instead of seeing how much pain I can dish out to those I disagree with, or who I believe have done me wrong, I seek to follow the golden rule and use my words and behavior to create more of what the world needs: love, compassion, and connection. I want a future abortion conversation known for its openness, respect, and empathy. So instead of generating more heat, anger, and conflict, I practice pro-voice.